Trial off the JTEC. Today I'm going to show you how to set up spider gears and remove them. First thing you want to do is, of course, take the cover off, and you want to spin the differential till you find this bolt. It's an 8mm bolt, holds this guide pin in, which holds the spider gears in and the C-clips in. So I'm going to loosen it real quick, like so. You do not want to drop this pin, so you want to try to get your hand behind it. That way it doesn't slide all the way through. You do not want it to fall all the way through the diff because it's going to be a pain in the butt to get to. Slide it out. Set this off to the side. Alright, now I'm going to spin this whole unit. Alright, we'll spin this up, pull this spider gear out. Alright, and then I'm going to spin it back the other way. Get the other spider gear out, coming out the top, like so. Alright, we can set these off to the side. Now there's normally thrush washers on the back of these, but these happen to be lost, so we're going to have to mark that down and get some new ones to put it in there. Next we're going to pull the axle out. You want to spin it until you get the C-clip on top, so that way you don't drop it down in there. Pull it out. And now you can take and slide the axle out. Now you don't have to pull the axle all the way out because all you're trying to do is just pull the spider gear out. So that pulls that out, and this one also has a type of washer back here. It's that way it kind of rides on it, so there ain't no metal-to-metal contact on it. Pops right off, and just a little bit of grease holds it in most of the time. So, you know. So now we're going to do the other side. Same thing, you want to spin it, make sure that the C-clip is facing up. Push in on the axle, the outside of the axle. Grab the C-clip. You do not want to drop this, because then you have to have this whole assembly out to get this little itty piece out. Sometimes you can tilt the thing back, but most of the time this drops down into a cavity that you cannot get to. Same thing, you want to push it, just slide the axle out just a little bit. You don't have to go all the way, just enough to pass it past the spider gear. Pull it out, and again, this has that same type of washer on the back, held on by a little bit of oil. Alright. Now you just want to inspect the cavities, make sure everything's smooth and no rough edges and looks like wearing. You want to just spin this around, make sure there's no wear anywhere. Alright, now we're going to put the spider gears back together, and I'm going to show you how to line them up so the pin slides through smoothly. You got this fucking big ass thing. First two that you're going to need to put in is, of course, the side spider gears. Alright, we're going to put these back in. We're going to line them back up. Make sure the washer stays on. Just slide it in. Like so. Same thing with the other one. You also want to make sure you inspect them, make sure that there's no chipped teeth on both of them. I already pre-did that, so there shouldn't be none. Alright. Now you can take and slide your axles back in. Kind of want to hold it and line it up, and then there's splines on the end of it. Here, I'll show you one axle, just so that way you can see. See these splines right here? You gotta take these splines and line them up with the spider gear in here, right here. There's splines inside there. And you line it up and slide it in like that so it locks it on there. Alright, slide it in there. Yeah. Sometimes they're a little pain in the butt. So there you go, there you go. And you line it all the way slide in, and you grab the C-clip. The C-clip. And slide it down in there. Hold it, and then you just pull back. Now that locks this axle together so it doesn't fall out. And it locks that spider into the side. Alright. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. Alright, slide that in there like that. Lock it in there. Alright. Now we're going to take these side spider gears and we're going to line them up so that way the pin will slide right through the holes, like so. First thing you want to do is just set this one on top, and then you want to spin one of the axles. Okay. As you do that, you want to kind of hold on to it at the bottom as it spins around, like so, until you get it to roughly about the same angle as the top one. And then you try to line it up best you can, which most of the time they line right up. Now you spin the axle backwards. Alright, sometimes they don't line up the first time. Hold it. Alright, I think I got it that time. I don't spin it off. Alright, let's test it out, make sure. Alright, I'm going to slide this pin in there. So. There we go. Take your bolt. Slide it in there. Spin it up a little bit like that, so that way you can get the bolt in there. So. Alright, you want to torque that down. You don't really want to brink on it because it's just a small 8mm bolt. And that's how you change gears and check the wear on your spider gears.